All right, we gotta put a tube in this tire. We're gonna pull this one off, put a tube on it. See how it goes. Where's that oil coming from? Can we see it? I'm worried it's coming out of that seal right there. I wonder if it's missing a bolt right there. Probably is. There's 2 bolts in the other side, of course. So that one came out at some point. It might be one of the reasons for that oil leak. But it kind of looks like it's going all the way around that seal, the bottom of this seal. It is leaking a lot. Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna pull this over.
Just like that, you got it. Yep.
There you go. There we go. That smells gross. See if we can get a shot of it. Bro, look at all that junk. So we're gonna see if we can shot back it out.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
See that?
Oh yeah, that's much better.
And gentle. Put that just so it doesn't pull up.
Yeah. While you're tucking the rest.
Oh yeah, you just took the rest. Sometimes you can walk it right around. Kind of easy like. And the further down you get this, the more room you have, because it gets down into where your rim's thicker. So it moves, lets you move over this way easier. We'll just go kind of slow, because why not? Okay. Do the whole thing with that on. Can you hold that,
Yes.
please? There we go. Ta-da! Enjoy the music.
Feels good.
The missing bolt on that rear axle case. It's this size here. It's M12 by 1.75, and of all the bolts that we have, none of them were that size except this one, which was too long. So we're making some new threads on it, and then we're going to cut it off so it matches this one, because we don't want to go to the store. Go ahead, Taylor. Taylor's been getting after it over there.
Yeah, it's so long.
We're making like an inch of new threads, so it's been a bit. Ooh.
I know, and these god awful noises.
I mean, they look good. They do look good.
They're better.
Oh yeah?
I'm working on that for like 20 minutes. I've never made new threads before.
Isn't it kind of fun?
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Looks good though.
Yeah, it does.
I think that'll work for what we need.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was more fun than driving to the store.
Yeah, and it didn't take so long.
Didn't cost as much.
Yeah, it was free.
Got threads where we need them. We're gonna make this a little longer than this one
Yeah.
because it's got the plow mount through it. Okay, ready?
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah. And then clean the threads off so it starts nice and easy. That looks really good,
Yeah, it does.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Looks like we just bought that from the store.
DIY, how to make your own screws.
Yeah, you just need a grade 8 bolt that's like 2 inches longer than you needed before. That's all you need. So here's what we got. We got the plow mount. This is the plow mount. Runs from the front all the way to the back. That one was really loose, so I put some Loctite in it. We got to torque it down a little more. We tapped the threads in here and cleaned them all out. They went really well. Now this is where a new bolt's gonna go. I think that'll grab it. Okay, I like that a lot. Can we get this one too? I think we can. All right. This little thing's impressive. Okay, that's probably good. Oh yeah, that felt good. All right. I don't know if that'll solve our oil leak. We'll find out. See how annoying this is. One of these days we should probably just get new hubs that actually have studs in them instead of just the bolts. These are like $400, and we just don't use the tractor enough to warrant spending $400 on it.
Each.
Yeah, $400 per side. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Nice and pretty. We've had the battery charger on it for a little bit. Got it. So we got to get out a finishing mower. Still needs some work. So that's an old John Deere finishing mower. I bought it 15 years ago. The bearings are shot and needs a new belt. It works really well when it works, but you can see my very impressive, like 14-year-old welding skills. With that power steering?
Yeah.
Now you're good.
Where am I going? Back over there?
We'll probably hose it off. This one's totally set up. See, that one spins, this one spins, this one spins. Ooh, hear that?
Yeah.
Actually, it's not bad. But these two are set up. Which sucks, because I replaced all the bearings when I bought it. But they must have been wrong bearings or something. No way to go bad without that. What? What happened?
Nothing?
Did it spray you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some?
No. Pretty satisfying.
So that one does pretty well. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then this one,
Doesn't move at all.
I don't know. Yeah, it's got nothing. So the last time I ran this was 10 years ago, but I remember smoke just pouring out.
Oh.
So kind of lucky it didn't catch on fire.
Are you inspecting the tractor? What do you think? Everything look good to you, sir? What do you think, Chetty? Good boy.
We're gonna do a little bit of wiring on the Kubota. We're gonna check the battery. Has a light switch and lights up front, but they just haven't been working for a while. So this is our battery tender. Pretty cheapo Amazon one. When we just hook it up, it'll say it's charging, and then after a few minutes, it will say charge complete, but the battery isn't even over 12 volts yet. So it's really not doing enough. What I think is happening is the battery's getting up to the voltage it needs. It's kicking this off, but then the battery doesn't hold its charge. So we'll see if we can fill this battery up with water again. We'll see how sealed it is. So this is from 2018, this battery is. So I don't pretend to think that this battery is going to last much longer, but I really don't use this tractor often. So I really just don't want to pay for a new battery right now. Ooh. Can't see it well, but it looks like our water is pretty far down. There we go. Okay. They're all pretty low on water. So our charger is charging it incredibly fast. Really isn't realistic, and it's probably going to trip and say charge complete. 14.4. So that our charger just turned off and said charge complete because he got it to 14.4. I really don't think that's doing what it should. Yeah, nothing. I think our battery's fried. We'll let the charger go for a while and see if it ever recovers it. I don't think it will. The battery's going on 7 years old now. Whatever. We'll put a new battery on it next time we decide to run it a lot. Here's our light switch. I think that's working fine. We'll check continuity real quick. Okay, so the switch is good. This wire is supposed to go to our lights up there, and it's just been cut over the years. So we'll rerun that, and then hopefully all 4 of those lights up front work. See what we have. Oh, it looks like one's out. Dang, they're bright. Alright. 3 out of 4. Suits up with that one. Oh! Look at that! Clean living. I'd call that a win. Good to go. I think this will be the end of the video on the Kubota. I'm very happy we fixed that oil leak. We got the tire to actually hold air. That's huge. Fixed the lights. Not sure if this battery is going to do the trick for us, but we'll see. The mower, that's going to be a separate video. We got to replace some bearings, a new belt, things like that. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more like this, let me know. If you want to see more of the Mustang, let me know. If you want us to just get out of the garage and start traveling again, let me know too, because I know Taylor wants to do that. So if you want that, you're not alone. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.